So now it's like we can just keep making stuff. We can just be comics. We always got like locked into like you have to be on TV, you have to do something in order to like, get your comedy successful. But now with this new format, we can just be comedians. I'm the king around here. The Talk with Lou was pretty big.
In a way, you've revolutionized how things are viewed and sold on the internet.
We did like a legitimate special, and it'll be mine. I'll own it.
Ari Shaffir is here on the Kevin and Bean Show. The new comedy special is called Passive Aggressive, and it's only $4.99, which I think that's cheaper than like the Aziz Ansari $5 special. So I think this is even more of a value, right?
Yeah, he's on TV. I had to do something to out-Jew him.
Just watch Ari's new comedy special. Well worth the 5 shillings in Jew gold. Very nice.
No, I did not. You know I did. I said, baby, I felt brutal desire. No, I did not. No, I did not.
So how long have you been doing comedy, Ari?
I've been doing it, like, I guess 13 years.
You think you're good at it yet?
I remember the first time I got a laugh at some coffee shop in Santa Monica, and I thought somebody was mocking me. And I was like, guys, I'm just trying here. You can be cool. It was some couple. And they're like, we liked it. I was like, what?
More with our guest, Ari Shaffir, right after this on the Kevin and Bean Show on K-Rock.
I mean, K-Rock is if you don't live in LA, K-Rock chooses the music you listen to in your town. So it's a pretty powerful radio station.
Ari Shaffir is in studio with us, on Twitter, by the way, at Ari Shaffir. Very funny stuff, by the way, Ari.
Thanks, man.
And, of course, the new comedy special is called Passive Aggressive. That's available through Chill.com at just $4.99. You were telling us a little bit about how you're a freeloader.
Kevin and Bean were both fucking nice. Rogan had always talked about him before.
I'm going to tell you something about me, Joe Rogan, that you might not know.
DJs love asking me about Rogan. I should start making stuff up about him.
Yeah.
Going all over the world with your little friend Joe Rogan following the UFC.
I remember Rogan doing a bit. He talked about if penis enlargement pills were real, he goes, guys would just overdose immediately. They would just like take tons of it and have these giant like cocks they would have to wheel around in shopping carts and stuff. But he goes, but then with evolution, girls' vaginas would have to grow. That's how it would be. Otherwise they wouldn't get it in there. So you would have girls like they could like jump off a cliff and parachute to safety.
He's a great guy. We love him.
He's a great guy.
He's the
one
best.
of my biggest champions.
Yeah. Try explaining comedy to Suits. Try doing that for a while and see how much you enjoy it. Oh my God! Try to answer the question, why is that funny, and have to explain it to him.
Worse, try to tell lawyers that.
I'm done letting people I hate choose how I live my life. I want out of that whole mess. I do it so much, and with those annoying people, it's the same thing. You're just stuck. They're like, hey, is that your time? I'm going to rape it now.
Networks, they sort of have these people in charge. And they see a lot of stand-up comedy, and they start to think, right or wrong, they start to think that they know what's going to work. This new model, this new $5 model, the fans get to decide what comedy gets made.
Things are viewed and sold on the internet.
Right.
You started with your stand-up special.
Yeah.
Which you offered exclusively on
my
internet,
website,
on
at
your website.
lewisck.com. And it was a stand-up special that I shot and put out on the site for $5 and made it easy to steal and just ask people not to. And we made $1 million in like 10 days.
Oh my God, what is this? I never knew comedy could be like this out there and this like different.
It works.
Yeah, it really works.
It is remarkable.
And it's weird.
That's this new model, and I'm totally down for it. I'm stoked on it. You can do whatever you want.
Your latest comedy special, The Passive Aggressive, and it sounded like you felt like, not that you haven't found your voice because you certainly have for a number of years, it sounded like you felt like you finally were able to put together a show that you feel like you're going to be really proud of for some time to come.
Have you ever done this? Have you ever gotten into a conversation with somebody, and as soon as you start talking to them, like as soon as you start talking, you realize, oh, I don't want to talk to you at all. Like, no part of me wants this conversation. What do you do at that point? Like, what do you do when that happens? Walk away. You are a liar.
I think we're going to enter this giant boom where comedy's going to get a shitload better, like real fast in the next few years, as people have access to all comedy that's ever been recorded.
Most people would get that. If I'm talking to you and I'm like this the whole time, you'll be like, oh, I can see you're busy. because you're a human fucking being. It's annoying people never read those cues. They're just like, where are you looking? Why are you looking away? What's wrong with you? What's happening? Look at me. It's horrible. I should just start walking away. That would be the best thing to do, right?
I think we are learning some valuable lessons here today from our guest. Passive Aggressive is the name of the new comedy special, available through chill.com or arithegreat.com is the website. So glad we had you in today, man. We really
Thanks,
enjoyed it.
man.
Thank you.
It's nice to meet you guys.
And as it gets easier and gets cheaper to produce these things, I really do think it's to the point where every like 5, 6, 7 year comic through 20-year comics will be able to do this themselves.
Can't say asshole. Please don't. That's just a space in between.
Yeah. And you can't really describe like the asshole either. You have to tell you there's a lining of my ass which lets my duty come through.